the reality is they cannot be the favorites. They cannot. You're not going to put them in front of right now Kansas City. And I always say this, people. I always say this. There's a difference between great and greatness.
Okay.
Great says I did something for a moment in time. Greatness says I do this thing over time. And Lamar played great. Patrick Mahomes is greatness. This is what he does. You won a game yesterday, but you cannot be the favorite because your attack is different than the attack of Patrick Mahomes, and they're so explosive. Absolutely not the favorite.
I will tell you this. When you ask the question, and the operative word is could. They're not the favorites now, but they continue to do the kind of stuff we saw last night. You're damn right they could be for a couple of reasons. Number one, Lamar Jackson did run the football for 106 yards. Let's get that out of the way. Number two, it's the 5th time in his career that he's passed for over 200 and ran for over 100. Number three, he's the only quarterback in history that has had back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing seasons. And so when I look at yesterday, I'm thinking about passing 18 for 26, 239 yards. Okay, the 2 interceptions, not a good thing. A pick 6 by Tyrann Mathieu, 3rd play of the game. We see all of that. But the reality is that when you look at how potent he could be running the football, that is something he could do on a week-to-week basis. He's shown us how electrifying he is. He's on another level, even another level from Michael
running
Vick.
the ball.
Now, but we're talking about what he does overall in terms of passing and running the football.
Right.
And the fact that he ran the football for 106 yards. Is he capable of doing that? Damn right he is, anytime. Here's the reason why I would tell you also, keep your eyes on Kansas City. I don't know about anybody else, but I wasn't impressed with that defense. I wasn't impressed with that defense.
Tyrann Mathieu, I was impressed with. His first game this season.
His first game back.
Honey Badger all over the place.
He was down week 1 with COVID and what have you.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, this is the same Kansas City Chiefs defense that got smoked in the Super Bowl. And that same dude, Tyrann Mathieu, was a guy that Tom Brady was chirping against in the Super Bowl and gave it to him. Remember, we've never seen Tyrann Mathieu that rattled as he was in the Super Bowl. Let's pay attention to something like this. So all I'm saying to Mike is this. Again, Kansas City's Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce.
Right.
We get all of that. But with Kansas City being as suspect as they are, the fact is, if you look at somebody like a Lamar Jackson, and if he plays the way that he played yesterday, I think that you're going to see a lot of people looking at them and saying, wait a minute, who's going to beat him?
And you just said it's easy, and he does this all the time. You yelled out he had 5 100-yard games. It ain't the yardage up and down the field. You can have those. It's the touchdowns. Now, he only had his second 100-yard rush day with 2 touchdowns. That's what he needs, the 2 touchdowns. Oh, yeah, plenty 100. But to beat the Chiefs, you got to put the ball in the end zone. No. Consistently, continuously. And that's what they do. Make no mistake about it. You talk about Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce had his 32nd career 100-yard game. This is what they do all the time. This is something spectacular and super. You saw how happy the Ravens were. The Ravens, I don't even think they believe that they can beat the Chiefs. They don't think they can beat. They were so excited and so happy to do this consistently. That kind of effort, that throw he made, jumping up and making that completion. That's all I'm saying. Until he consistently until he consistently built a pass game and an explosive pass game, you cannot make them.
Listen,
you can't possibly think about.
I religiously made that point.
They ran out of time yesterday.
I religiously made that point about quarterbacks needing to be able to throw the football effectively. So I get where you're coming from. But what I'm saying is I'm not just talking about Lamar Jackson running the football. I'm talking about the combination of that in concert with Kansas City's shaky defense consistently showing an inability to generate stops when they need to be able to do so. Remember, with Cleveland, they gave up 29 points. They gave up the early lead. Last night, they gave up 36 points. This defense is suspect right now. There's no way around it. Yeah. And then when you have a guy like Patrick Mahomes, with a Tyreek Hill, with a Travis Kelce, okay, I look at them as saying, you know something, we're confident because we got Mahomes and the crew, we going to be all right. And so some things are not prioritized on the defensive side of the ball the way that it should be. And I think we've seen that.
Yeah.
Molly said something about the Honey Badger.
Yeah.
Getting him back.
200
Getting him time to work his way in. Now, that offense of the Chiefs is going to limit most offenses that they play against. They're going to make you one-dimensional because you got to throw the ball to catch up. They're going to make you one-dimensional. And his ability to fake out quarterbacks, to play quarterback from that safety position, the Ed Reed stuff, the stuff Troy Polamalu is incredible and insane.
Yes.
So, yes, that defense is suspect, but the offense helped cover the warts that you see on the tail of that defense.
Well, again,
that's what I'm telling you.
Again, if I had to bet my money, I'm betting on Kansas City. All I'm saying is that if we continue to see this defense, because based on, I'm not even talking about the offense because we know how lethal it is.
Right.
But if you're telling me, and unless you can tell me you have no concerns about that defense moving forward, I'm going to tell you they can be had. They've already gotten had in the Super Bowl. They could be had in the postseason before Super Bowl if that defense doesn't liven up.
And y'all just remember this on the way out.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill was quiet yesterday.
Yes, he was.
He was quiet.
Yes, he was.
Can you imagine if he wanted to rattle? They put 5 people on him. We started seeing people that here's this potato chip Pringle. He's scoring touchdowns. Everybody's scoring touchdowns.
Oh, he was just airing it out. He got everyone involved on Kansas City.
I ain't taking nothing away from the Baltimore Ravens. Great job, man. I'm just saying, keep working. Just like Lamar said, keep working. You're not there yet.
Real quick, before we move on, how about the rookie on Baltimore's defense, Odafe Awe? He had incredible plays as well. Big time plays.
Well, he's the one that stripped. He's the one that stripped Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
He had 2 really big moments.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.